a little lighter note, which is Canada, they have a premier election every single year, and this year his name was Doug Ford. If you guys remember Rob Ford, he was very popular. He died recently of cancer, and I think he was like most notoriously, they had a video of him smoking crack, which is pretty crazy. But his brother Doug Ford won the election for the Progressive Conservative Party, and that is the more right-wing Conservative Party of Ontario. And the Liberal Party has been in office for 15 years, and they've had a majority government for 15 years there. So this is the first Conservative or Republican. They don't call them Republicans there. They call them Progressive Conservatives, and their color's blue, but they're the Conservatives of Ontario. They have a majority for the first time in 15 years. But that's not the biggest news. The Liberal Party only got 7 seats in Ontario, which is the first time they've ever lost official party status in their 161-year history. So this is insane. I mean, Justin Trudeau is the Liberal leader of Canada. Ontario has been Liberal for 15 years, but not only did the Liberal Party lose majority, but they even lost their second. The New Democratic Party got a lot of seats, which is like the progressive left-leaning party. And the Liberal Party only got 7 seats. So they lost their official party status in Ontario for the first time in 161 years. That's insane. Justin Trudeau feels the heat. I think they're calling Doug Ford a populist. They're comparing him to Trump. He ran on a campaign of saying F you to the media, basically telling people that they've been forgotten. I think, copying a lot of things out of Trump's playbook. They call it populism, party for the people, whatever. This is very, very huge. It sends a huge message to Justin Trudeau and Canada. I mean, not only did they lose, which they haven't done in 15 years, but they lost official party status for the first time in 161 years. I mean, if that isn't showing you that there's some sort of awakening going on in Canada, and I'm not even, people misconstrue what I'm saying, and they're, oh my God, Anomaly's a Republican or whatever. I've never even voted Republican. I'm just being honest. I don't care. I'm thinking mentally, I'm thinking spiritually, I'm thinking common sense-wise, I'm thinking truth-wise, I'm thinking like deeper than even, political biases. And there's just so much delusion and hypocrisy in the liberal parties of, not only Canada, but the United States. And people are just sick and tired of that. At a certain point, you're going to lose the majority. I mean, is it Russia's fault? Did Russia do this? I mean, the first time in 161 years that they lost their official party status. You can't keep blaming everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or whoever. It's not going to work if you're delusional and you keep hating half the country and saying, oh my goodness, it's that you guys are racist for wanting security, and how dare you not want ISIS members to come into Canada? What are you, crazy? It's like, how far are you going to fall? I saw a video of the Philadelphia mayor like tap dancing because they kept their sanctuary state status. Philadelphia is a sanctuary city, which basically means illegal immigrants can't get deported, and like the law, they basically like supersede the law of the United States and make their own laws. I'm not saying I'm pro or against it, but it's like the dude was tap dancing. This is the Philadelphia mayor. Tap dancing because they became a sanctuary city. Like, I don't care, I have love for illegal immigrants. I have love for kindness and compassion and all the things that liberals pretend to be. But to tap dance in the face of like defying the United States courts, it's just pathetic. I mean, is this what the Democratic Party is and the Liberal Party is? It's no surprise to me that the New Democratic Party, which is the Progressive Party, is starting to crush the Liberals in Canada. It's no surprise to me that the Conservatives are crushing Liberals for the first time in 15 years in Ontario. And it's no surprise to me that Donald Trump is on the rise because, I mean, it has nothing to even do with like Democrat or Republican or blue or red. It has to do with like basic common sense, basic humanity, basic self-accountability, basic safety, basic honesty, and basic integrity versus complete delusion, versus a crowd that has become so cocky and so egotistical. I'm smarter than you. I'm better than you. I have a college degree. I know so much more than you. I'm the nice one. You're not nice. I'm nice. You're bad. You're terrible. You're horrible. They've spent so much time doing that they don't even realize that their platform makes absolutely no sense, and it's connecting with nobody. It's not working in Canada. That's why for the first time in 161 years, they're not even an official party anymore. You just ruined your whole party in Ontario. It's not Russia's fault. It's not Trump's fault. It's your fault for not connecting with people. In Italy, there's a right-wing rise. My friend sent me a video from France. They're protesting in the streets because the overwhelming majority of France, they don't like Macron. Because Macron was never a centrist. That was a mainstream media lie. They said, ooh, he's a new party candidate. He's a centrist. No, he's a puppet that you guys elected, and nobody likes him because we're being lied to, okay? England, crime is going up. Stabbings are going up. You know, the mayor is just a goof. No one likes this stuff. I mean, at a certain point, it's not even Republican and Democrat. It's like, who's going to tell me the truth, no matter how hard it is, and who's going to continuously lie to me and just backflip to oppose what Trump's doing? It's like, and what conservatives are doing. You never look good when you talk down to somebody else. If I say you're bad, that doesn't make me good. If I say your policies don't make sense, that doesn't make my policies make sense. And that's what, unfortunately, the Liberal Party in Canada and the Democratic Party in America is doing. They're so, they've dedicated their lives to being anti-Trump and anti-conservative that they're not even self-aware that half of the stuff that Trump is doing is literally what the Democratic Party's been saying. There's things that Chuck Schumer said 3 years ago that people would think Donald Trump said, but it's a Chuck Schumer quote about illegal immigrants. They're totally backflipping, and I'm just being honest. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, and a lot of people say, no, you're wrong. It's Russia, it's racist, it's sexist, it's xenophobes, and it's really not. And if you want to continue to lose party status and lose elections and all of this stuff and completely lose the United States, because there's Democrats and liberals and Green Party members and Bernie Sanders supporters and lifelong Obama voters who are shifting to my area. They're saying, anomaly, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a conservative, I'm an independent free thinker, but I see what you're talking about with Trump. It's happening every day. I mean, the dude is getting ridiculously more popular. I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful. I'm just being honest. Like, if you want the truth, maybe just consider what I'm saying. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to agree with it. But if you don't consider what I'm saying and you stay in your echo chamber, whether it be the progressive socialist echo chamber or the liberal delusional Democrat Liberal Party of Ontario echo chamber, you're going to keep losing because you're losing the majority of people. You're losing the immigrants who fled here from other countries, who have seen the horrors of big government. You're talking to people who are good people, who have voted Democrat their whole life, who love people. They don't have a racist bone in their body. They're sick and tired of being told that they're a bad person just because they have more common sense than the average politician. So, once again, the Liberal Party not only lost the Premier of Ontario election, but they lost to Doug Ford, who is Rob Ford's brother, very popular. The Liberal Party also lost to the New Democratic Party, which is Progressive Party. They lost their official party status for the first time in 161 years. So Ontario went conservative, went right-wing for the first time in 15 years, and the Liberal Party fell so far that they actually lost their official status. This is just the news, guys. I mean, they probably won't report on this because they don't want people to know, but I am a nice person. I'm just letting you know. You can ignore me if you want, but it's not going to help. If you really want to connect with people, you got to just pivot a little bit and make can't be so stubborn all the time. On that note,